Good morning. This is Mark Freckleton with One Mentor. I'm here to answer questions, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of information as a wrap up to the Wake Up Now or the Wake Up Mentor. And so, you've now completed the course, and that is an accomplishment that you deserve to feel good about. Now, what does it mean? Well, what it means is what you make it mean based on your actions in the future. If you go out and build yourself a nice little business, you expand your organization, you keep using the Wake Up Now products, then the mentoring will have meant something. And it will mean income in the future if you use it that way. Now, of course, remember we already discussed the idea that everything works, but nothing doesn't. Everything you do will give you a result of some kind. If you're taking action, the results are, well, they're results that you can measure and analyze and decide if they're moving you in the right direction or whether you maybe need a course adjustment. But keep in mind what's going to happen if you do nothing. The other side of that is this thought: you don't have to get it perfect, you just have to get it going. So when you go out there and you start applying what you've heard and what we've told you and what you've learned in this mentoring, you will make mistakes. Don't worry about it. Everyone does. You never get good at anything until you've made a lot of mistakes. Anybody that, Michael Jordan might be the best example of that because of all the superstars. He's the one that said the most, and he talked about the hundreds and thousands of shots that he missed, but he kept going, right? And he got the results he wanted. Now, there are certain things you can control. There are certain things you cannot control, and it's important to know the difference. What can you not? Well, what can you control? Let's talk about that first. You can control whether you utilize the Wake Up Now products. If you make them part of your life, well, that's under your control. You either set up your tax bot or you don't. You either set up One Finance completely or you don't. And if you need any help with any of that, that's what I'm here for. I'll go over it with you. I've done it many times with other people. As long as you're on a computer rather than a handheld device, I can even see what's on your screen. That speeds things up because I know what to tell you to do, and you don't have to try and describe things to me. And then other things you can have control over: set quotas. How many people are you going to share with in a week? That's something you want to decide, because it's doubtful whether you will share with more people than what you decide to share with. And it just won't be feasible to try and share with everybody. But if you say, I will share with 2 people every day. Now, what constitutes sharing is, as we discussed after session 2, you get in a conversation with someone and you bring the conversation around to the point where they tell you about a desire or a want or a need or a concern or a problem they have, that you can see that there's something with Wake Up Now that would help them with that. Now you can share. Well, you can see that you can control the direction of the conversation by asking the questions. If you have any suspicions that this person is maybe struggling a little bit financially, well, very politely and inobtrusively, but by letting them express themselves, let them describe their frustration with their financial situation. You don't need the details, but as soon as they tell you they're frustrated by the fact that, hey, they're making more money now than they did 6 months ago, but they're no better off, that's an easy one. I would venture that anybody that's had a raise, a substantial raise, has found that they're spending more than they did before they got the raise, and therefore they still don't have anything. That's human nature. That's just the way things happen unless you control them. Well, you've got the perfect tool to control that with, don't you? One Finance. So this is your opportunity to share the fact that One Finance exists, that you use it, and it has helped you a lot in your financial life, and they're going to want to know more. Now, you can also control whether you post links to social media. DealStream is an obvious one. I mean, that could be a daily practice for you. And by the way, the nature of social media is that if you post something, let's say to Facebook, although there are many more than that, but let's say you post something to Facebook, and you post one of those DealStream links, so that when someone clicks on it, if they buy, then it goes through your account and you get the points, you get the volume. But remember, if you post something at say 8 o'clock in the morning, and you have a contact in your Facebook circle that doesn't come on to Facebook until 9 o'clock that evening, and this person has 500 friends, they'll never see what you posted 11 hours ago. So how about you posted it 8 o'clock, maybe again at noon, maybe again at 6, maybe again at 9, right? You see, so that it's getting seen. Well, DealStream is only one of the things that you can post with, or that you can use links with. I mean, all of the select products also have that same kind of link. You just click on the icon there. You've either got email, Facebook, Twitter, or Pinterest. And you post Thunder. You talk about how much you love Thunder. Or you talk about how, hey, if you thought Thunder was great, this new Bolt product has more of a fruity taste to it rather than a citrusy taste. But now you got both. Or you talk about the One Fit, one at a time, because there are about 6 or 8 different One Fit products, right? And you post how great they are. Now, by the way, don't make it look like you're just advertising. That doesn't go over well on social media. Social media, well, I don't know if you still remember, but back in the early 1990s, when the World Wide Web was first put together, the World Wide Web is what made the internet accessible to lay people. There was this ethos back at that time that there should be no commercial activity on the World Wide Web. This should all be free. No one should be making a profit off of it. Well, you can imagine how long that lasted, but it wasn't until 1995 that you really started seeing commercial activities on the World Wide Web. Well, that same type of philosophy still applies to the different social media. This is for you to talk about yourself, to let people know what you're up to, let people know. Whoops. What I need to do is get a Bluetooth mic here. I just untethered myself. Sorry about that. Hope you can still hear me. But anyway, what you want to do is just let people know what's going on. And that's what the social media is for. What's going on is that you are using, or you are discovering, all these neat things that you're letting people know about. It's exciting, right? And it's also legitimate because you're sharing with the social media the way it was designed to be shared. Now, there's still all kinds of miscellaneous things you could do. Do you remember after session 1, I think it was, we talked about what you can do at the Vacation Club? Because you know how the Vacation Club, and how do you introduce yourself to it? Well, I mentioned it'd be a good idea to go to the Vacation Club and look at the well, first of all, look at the hot weeks. And then if you don't find what you want there, go to the 90 days. The hot weeks are 25% of normal price. The 90 or the 60-day leads are probably at, half price or so, or maybe a little less. Okay. And you find something that is easily reachable from where you live, like an afternoon's drive maybe. And then you book it and you invite friends to come and stay with you at 2 days apiece. Now, remember, if you're a couple, then you invite couples. If you're single, you invite singles. But you have no one stay longer than about 2 days, because you're rotating people through, but you're doing a lot of activities with them, going out and having fun and documenting that with photographs, which you then post to the social media. And in this case, since you have multiple photographs, why not post every hour and a half, 2 hours, something new? So it gets seen by everybody with the comment of, oh, maybe like, for example, here we are with Ed and Lucille taking in the spectacular views of the valley from the hiking trail that starts right next to the resort condo we're staying at. It's a luxury resort, and it only costs us $314 for the entire week, thanks to Vacation Club through our Wake Up Now membership. If you would like if you would like to join us, send me a message. And that gets people to call you. And now your advertising has brought interest, and you have your conversation with people. You don't even have to manipulate the conversation around to something that they're interested in, because they already told you. If they contacted you, they are interested in the Vacation Club. And what you'll do is introduce it to them. And even if they don't buy, you can still invite them the next time you do this, right? Write everything off on tax, well, and record everything with TaxBot so you can write it off your income taxes because it's all promotional expense, right? It's business. Experience you just had with 1MD. The fact that you were able to get this information right away, it was amazing to you. Post that to all the social media. How about if you did something with one personal assistant? You had the personal assistant get you reservations to this restaurant, or you had the one personal assistant get you tickets to some event you wanted to go to that were hard to get, or you had the one assistant help you with a project you needed to do where you needed information on how many light years it is to Alpha Centauri from Earth, right? One personal assistant came through for you, post that. How about you put in posts tracking the progress you are making towards accelerating the debt payoff, getting rid of all your debt on an accelerated plan through One Finance? How about you just post about how much you've saved so far this year on taxes because of TaxBot and how that's helping you maintain your records better? Post about how secure you feel because your identity is protected through One Protect. Post messages about how much fun it is for you to be learning this new language you're learning through One Speak. You see, there are all kinds of things that you can post, and don't do it with the attitude that people are going to buy through your account and make you money. Post with the attitude that people are going to see that and become interested and want to contact you to find out how you're doing it. And if some of them do buy some thunder, okay, fine, you get PV off that. But with these other things, like where you're posting your usage of the other tools, like the Vacation Club, 1MD, One Personal Assistant, One Finance, it doesn't have to be just your debt payoff. It could be you feel so much more secure because your budget is in good hands, or you feel so much secure because you've now become able to put more money aside because you're controlling your spending a lot better because of One Finance. All of these are just to get people interested, and they see that. Even if it's like family or close friends that you see all the time, if they keep seeing these posts, don't you think they're going to get a little bit curious? And even if you blew it once by pressuring them and trying to sell them on Wake Up Now, they're still seeing that you're doing it, that you're serious, and you're still getting good benefits from it, and you're excited about it. They might turn around yet, even if you did offend them once. Hey, nothing's cast in concrete here. This is just good marketing. It's good product placement, which is the core of good marketing. It's good advertising, but it does need the human follow-up. So like I say, just because they see all your posts to social media doesn't mean they're going to sign up until you talk to them. But remember how you talk to them. You don't try and sell them. You just say, Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's really doing me a lot of good, and I'm even making a little bit extra money off of it. I tell you what, though, instead of me trying to explain it to you and messing it up, how about I have the person that is working with me in this, who knows it better than I do, explain it to you. I'll just have them give you a call, and now you have a referral for the challenge team. Now, just to look to the future, I don't know how far along you are because I don't check out all your records. To see what level of IBO you are. But just to review quickly, to become a D3, all you need is 3 people in your organization in 3 different lines. Now, that gives you $100 a month. Hey, that's a nice little extra, right? And you feel good because you've got a rank now. If you can get 3 people under each of those 3, so there's a total of 12, 9 new people beyond your 3. Now, it doesn't matter whether those 3 people, let's say you got Tom, Dick, and Harry in your 3 legs. Doesn't matter how active Tom, Dick, and Harry are. If 3 people appear under each of them, that still makes you an F3 eligible for $600 a month. You see? Now, if you, let's say Tom is just an all-star and he goes out and gets his own 3 people, you still get credit for them, right? They're still part of your organization, and they are adding to your group volume. They add to Tom's group volume. You see how wonderful that is? In fact, I'm going to type this in because this is one of my favorite little quotes on this. It's from Zig Ziglar, who just died a few years ago. But he wrote or told us that you can get anything you want as long as you help enough other people get what they want. I'm going to type that in here, which means I'm going to have to be quiet for a minute because I can't multitask. Zig Ziglar. Okay, there we go. Good old boy from Alabama. All right, so that's all you're doing here. If Tom takes care of himself, you benefit because you're the one that put Tom into the position to benefit himself. Now, if Dick kind of goes halfway and he gets 1 person on his own and you add 2 more, Dick still becomes a D1 and you are still the it becomes a D3 and you become an F3 because you benefit from the 2 that you placed. So does Dick. Okay, that's fine. Why would you deprive him of the benefits just because he only did 33% of the work, right? In fact, now we got Harry over here who's done nothing. So now it's up to you to get the 3 people under Harry. Well, first of all, when you've done that, of those 9 that you placed in there, you had to place 5 of them. Tom got 3, Dick got 1, and you had to do the other 5. Okay, fine. You are still now a D3. You're getting $600 a month. You're being compensated for your effort. Harry is a D3, and he gets $100 a month. Now, what's that going to do to Harry? Well, first of all, it's not going to alienate him because all he needs to pay now instead of $150 for the Explore Pack is $50. And if you got the One Life package, then he only pays $25, right? I hate to even mention that if he's platinum, he gets it all paid for, because why would you want to sign someone up with a platinum package? Is not to their advantage, but whatever. But do you see now that that activity in his line might just prod Harry to the point that he starts doing something and he puts more people in, because now you say, oh yeah, this does work. I ought to work it because it works, right? So I just want to give you a little overview of where that's going, and I want to encourage you to just take the ball here and run with it, because you got, well, the sky's the limit here. You got the whole world ahead of you. You can put this to practice and little by little build up something that over time will become not only powerful and will bring you a lot of money, but will continue to bring you a lot of money over time. That's true residual income. So I haven't seen any questions here. Do you have any? And if you do, go ahead and post them. and I'll answer them, but otherwise, I don't need to belabor it. I'm assuming you can hear me because you're still attached. At least a couple of you are. Well, if not, then, well, let me just wish you the best. You know that I'm here. In fact, if you want to do that one-on-one session that you have coming to you because it's part of your program, then just contact me. And you just contact me. My email address, mfreckleton@wakeupnow.com. I will call you back and we'll arrange time. Okay. And I enjoy doing that. It can be very valuable because it's the questions you specifically have, and we're having a conversation on the phone so that there's that give and take back and forth that can be a lot more valuable for you. So if you want that, go ahead and take advantage of it. You have it coming to you and it doesn't cost you any more. But like I say, I wish you the best and just go out and make use of this. And I hope you have a fantastic day today. And just look forward to talking to you again. Thank you. Bye. Take care.